from mile 12 underbridge through Ore Mary Road to Agility. Or is there Agility? Residents say the sight of the refuse is unbearable, with heaps of waste left uncollected for days despite regular payment to waste operators. I don't know if has it been cleared, because the news was it circulated yesterday. We had it on our 6 a.m. news. So has it been cleared? Now, similar reports have also been coming from Lekki, from Ikorodu, and other parts of Lagos State, raising fear of possible cholera outbreak. Now, in response to this, the Lagos State Waste Management Authority, LOMA, has urged residents to stop dumping refuse indiscriminately and instead report uncollected waste through its toll-free line or via email. So if the people in Ikorodu should do an email to LOMA to say the refuse that your agents were meant to clear has not been cleared. Come and clear it. But beyond the current outcry, this is not a new problem in Lagos State. All right, Lagos has battled recurring waste, crisis for years, beyond even this current democratic dispensation. Now, this is a city of over 20 million people. All right, so definitely there will be a lot of waste. Actually, Lagos generates an estimated 13,000 metric tons of waste every day. So that's a lot. We've had reforms and partnerships and all that over the past. But despite these reforms, these partnerships with PSPs, what I call private sector participants, and the creation of the Cleaner Lagos initiative, the city still struggles to manage its waste efficiently. Now, we've had frequent complaints, from different parts of the state, but all these complaints, they point to logistical challenges faced by the private sector participants or the PSPs. They point to poor enforcement of waste disposal laws. And they also point to inadequate dump site infrastructure. Now, at the same time, some residents, it must be said, dump refuse on medians. Some residents dump refuse in drainage channels. And this compounds the problem, increasing the risk of disease outbreaks like cholera and even Lassa fever. But the government has continuously insisted that it is addressing operational challenges. But for residents, the bigger concern, all right, is why does the waste keep returning to the streets? Is it because people want to break the law? Because I need to understand the current situation? Or is it because of inefficiency by the operators who are meant to clear this refuse? Now, I used to ask in some other place or Lagos where I used to work, when refuse was popping up in the middle of the road, and they will also threaten the people like this with sanctions, even arrest people. I used to ask, where do you want them to throw the refuse? Where do you want them to keep it? Sometimes the head of the waste authority will go around and with media and will just arrest one woman here, one boy there. And so I used to ask, where do you want them to throw it? Just one day I went on I said, okay, so show us, okay, this refuse now. Where should he on this road? Where should he put it? Yes, the people are very, very, very. Some people are really nasty and troublesome. Will not do the right thing. But for me, to be able to hold you accountable to doing the right thing, I think I also have a responsibility. If I do not fulfill my responsibility, who holds me accountable? So if the government operators don't scoop up the refuse, who holds them accountable? Who holds them accountable? Who will arrest them? Who will jail them? Who will apply sanctions on them? Now, I'm not saying people should not be responsible, but government should also be responsible. And the first thing that government should do, when you fail to clear refuse, that if people pay taxes for these refuse, people pay fees for these refuse disposal. By the way, in other states, people don't pay. The government clears it without people paying. People don't pay in other states. They don't pay. Government clears the refuse. People do not pay. But Lagos is different because, of course, of the size of the city. There's nothing wrong with people paying for these things. How much are you paying? Huh? So pay for it. That's the model here. But when you fail to show up to clear the refuse, and by the way, the refuse does not respect political party. So please don't bring that to me right now. Yeah? I'm not in the mood for it. When you fail to clear it up, the first thing that a responsible operator agency should do, first thing that a responsible government agency should do, is to apologize. You don't threaten people when you've not lived up to your responsibility. You don't threaten people when you've not performed your duty by putting people in harm's way. Because those who are going to suffer the repercussions of the refuse that you refuse to clear include those who do not break the law, include those who are law-abiding. So the first thing you do as a responsible government agency, for God's sake, is to say, I'm sorry. That's the first thing you do. Government is not meant to look down on the people because the people put you there. You are there to serve the people. So the first thing you do is you say, I'm sorry. We made a mistake. We are sorry for the inconvenience. That is leadership. That is government. Before you start threatening people with arrest and law. If you are on your job, if you are doing your job properly, you don't need people to tell you, call you and say, oh, they've not picked refuse. Oh, what are you there for? That's failure of government. That's a failed state. That you don't even know where refuse is not being picked up in your state. Then what are you there for? Because that's what government is meant to do. See, let me tell you guys, yeah? The world has advanced. This is not even new. The world has gone far. The world has gone far. This is not new. Maybe 10 years ago, I was even trying to send some links to, the head of refuse, the waste management in the city I live in. So let's see. You have technology. What is the technology for waste management? When the refuse bin gets to a certain point, a message drops some alert in the control center. Government will see it. Yeah, they'll say, okay, the refuse at the Kodu bus stop, the two dumpsters or receptacles, dumpsters, yeah, are full, or they'll be full in the next 5 hours. That's where the world is now. The technology, when the dumpster is getting full, someone's in an office and will monitor, will know. That's where the world is right now. You guys need to wake up, okay? You need to wake up. You need to wake up. Yeah, you need to wake up. That's where the world is right now. That's where the world is right now. And it's not even new. It's been there for years. And the craziest thing about all of this is that there are Nigerians who even have created something like this too as well. I don't know. I have people who on their own have created this kind of technology for those who have petrol stations and all that. It's not far-fetched. The situation here is they're not dumpsters. So people don't have even where to throw the refuse. They are no dumpsters. It is not rocket science. Donald Duke did it in Cross River State. There were dumpsters everywhere when he did his cleaning. You can call him and ask him. Let him show you how to do it, okay? But when people do not have anywhere to throw their refuse, they will throw it on the road. So what you do is you get dumpsters, huh? You get dumpsters, put them everywhere. Then go on radio and television and advertise and say we have provided dumpsters. Oh. And then let people put in all the languages. Because of the cosmopolitan nature of Lagos. Let it be acted, let it be done in cartoons. Get these guys, pay them money to do it 3D and all that, yeah? Plaster they put on billboards. Yeah? And then let's embark on this enlightenment campaign. I'll be the one to even push it for you. Then let's see who is not going to throw the refuse in the dumpsters. There's several, at bus stops, at places where people congregate, have markets, there should be dumpsters. And every morning we should see that the waste operators are going to clear those dumps. I'm not talking about people's homes. These are bus stops on major roads and where you have markets and bus stops and pedestrian, where people will come out of their streets or their markets or shops to throw it there. Then we develop a culture of this. Then let's see who will go and throw it on the road and deal with that person. But when you don't have that, what do you expect? Do people go and throw their refuse into the truck that's parked there? Or will it be thrown on the street that the truck will go and pack it up? And then if the truck does not come, then the thing piles, so it's blocking the road. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. 99.3, good morning. So please, stop threatening people and do your job. Do your job. Then let people break the law and then you deal with them.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kofi.
Who do you have, please?
Sunday here. Yeah, calling from VI. You see, God bless you for this topic that you raised this morning. Lagos State, formerly, you see those workers, they empty the gutter, clear the dustbin, and then they will make sure they use this thing to communicate the gutter so that there will be no mosquito in those days. But these days, you see somebody, because there's no station where they station this dustbin center that people used to leave, pack their dustbin, go to the depot and pour them, and then they will come and collect it. Each street, but these days it's not like that. People just hide at night and throw whatever they have and then go their way. And that's why you see freeways flooded. Because even the water does not have anywhere to run to. In some houses, you look at their environment, fill up with dustbin. So in fact, I don't know. These days, those who are in authority don't care. They don't care because whatever happens, they travel abroad, and then their medical care is sure. But for the less privileged, let them die, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
You too.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, have Joy. Joy. In Abule. You know, Grace stay for UK. You came back to Abule.
Now trading I go do. Hey, what I go do? Now trading though. That work carry me go there. What I go do? So oh God, yeah. Whatever is happening, disclaimer please. I work in Lagos. I stay all my life in Lagos, and I pay my tax in Lagos. So that someone will not come and say, Joy, go to your place. If you know Lagos is not good for you. Now Lagos smells. Somebody said before, and the governor was shouting and blowing hot. It's not a rocket science. I have said it before. Let there be an incentive for separation of waste. If you make it an incentive, people will guide their refuse. Before you know it becomes a culture. That is how this shift will happen. Now, Lagos State government recently increased Loma payments. Tell me why. In this hard time, people are still even, looking for how to eat. I live within the community. I walk around and I see what happens around. If you see some houses, refuse is so filled in that place. And you'll be wondering, maybe because they cannot pay or whatever, I don't know. So it's not even everybody, because why would they even increase it? It beats my imagination. Opposite Illuberry, somebody used to have a recyclable whatever there before. That thing now has gone. It's no longer there. So now you're saying that Lagos is they're not picking it. Of course they will not now. They won't. Because where will people dump it? There's a place in Super. If they have banned people putting refuse there, it used to be a dump site.
Joy, thank you.
Now people have started doing that again.
Thank you.
Who are you going to blame?
All right. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Now, we're not saying people should break the law. No, but government has to do its utmost best, to provide an avenue for people to do this act of throwing refuse, and then you can go after people. We have an next listener, 99.3. Yeah, welcome.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you for bringing this program. You really spoke my mind. where we live here at Express here, there's no where you will drop dustbin. There's no place. You come to the garage, they say, oh, that's not your place. Is it good? There are some people, they will be hide, arresting people. I asked the man the other day, where do you want them to put his dustbin? When they arrest you, you give them 1,500 or 2,000 naira. Now, we were using Aboki before. You stop Aboki, not to collect dustbin. Where do you want us to place? I asked the guy, where do you want us to? He said that was not concern him. They say it's not pretty. No where to put dustbin. That's just the problem. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for your time. Okay, so I mean, we meant to have, we have these, what do they call them? Front load dumpsters. All right, front load dumpsters. They should be everywhere for public waste collection. Front load dumpsters. We have rear load dumpsters. You can get that. We have roll off dumpsters. Those ones can be open top or covered. You have compacted dumpsters. All right, those kind of dumpsters should be everywhere. You have even the stationary one that they now go, they'll use shovel to pack it from there. I know you have some, but they're not enough. You know, we need to have more. Okay, we need to invest in that. 99.3.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, welcome. Name, location, and country.
Yeah, my name is Salah Shadi Kadiri.
All right. Okay.
Director of Public Affairs, Loma.
Okay, it's good. I've been looking for your number. Madam, are you going to apologize to the people of Mile 12? Because that's what they need.
I listened to you and you said the first thing I'm supposed to do was to apologize.
Yeah.
But you'll also agree with me that people keep saying Loma in the past. Maybe we need to ask ourselves what has changed between what Loma was in the past and what Loma is now. If we have responsible citizens that have been disposing of their waste properly then what changed now? But the first thing everybody wants to do is to put the blame at the doorstep of God. And we still keep saying everybody still sees waste management as a social service. Nobody wants to pay. I listened to the gentleman that called before my call came in, and he said they were patronizing cat pushers. We've done a lot of advocacy. We've been on radio. We've been everywhere. We've done door to door to explain to people the havoc that these abokis do. They carry from house A. They don't have access to our dump site. So if I give them my refuse and I say, as far as I'm concerned, they've moved the refuse out of my house and I don't care where they dump it, then when it rains, it just does not affect me. It affects everybody.
Okay, so madam, I just want to ask you, are you going to apologize to people of Mile 12 for the situation they find, those who use the road, those who live there, those who pass there, seeing refuse spill over every day? Is there an apology for them?
Are you talking about those who commute using Mile 12 or those who dump the refuse?
Those
now,
I don't know those who dump it there, but those who live around there who are complaining, those who commute there.
Now, the question also is those who live, ghosts don't dump refuse. The fact still remains that those who live around that axis are still the ones that dumped the refuse there. So if you ask me to apologize to them, the first thing I'll do is I'll laugh because they all know what to do. We are saying Loma does not do households. Households are domestic waste that are done by PSP operators.
Okay.
And we are saying for whatever reason, if the PSP operator fails to come, they have our toll-free line. They can call us. It's toll-free.
But the fact that the PSP operator does not come demands an apology. Like in where I reside, the refuse collector doesn't come. They send an apology to say they have a problem. They are not coming. So wouldn't it be right for Loma to first of all apologize to those who are to be served by the PSP operators who didn't show up first?
Okay. Now, let me send the apology on behalf of the PSP operators who have failed to do their jobs. I'm sending an apology on behalf of the PSP operators who are supposed to service some houses and have failed. But we are also appealing to residents to say that your PSP operator have failed to service you is not an excuse for you to bring your refuse to the main road, to the road media. We are saying there are better ways in which these things can be handled.
All right. Madam
We've
Kadri.
always been advocating.
Yeah, Madam Kadri, I'm so sorry to cut you off. We have run out of time. I have your number now. I'm going to put my hand together for you for braving the storm to call the program. It shows that you know your onions, and you've earned my respect. My respect for that. Honestly, you have.
Thank you so much.
So we're going to give you as much time as you need next week, whatever airtime you need to come on the program and then talk about this issue of waste disposal in Lagos State. What sanctions to be laid on the PSP operators? Is there something you can do to them?
Now, what we do firstly is to issue them a query if they are first offenders. But if they are not,
that awakens taste buds. Mouth watering wonder with awesome aroma. Terra seasoning cubes.
Terra seasoning cube turns your meals into a masterpiece.
Unwrap joy, unleash taste.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.